Hey guys, and welcome back to me forcefully encouraging you to stare at my facts for 2 minutes. Now this week I have another 5 weird and wonderful facts for you guys. Probably more weird than wonderful as usual. But I actually want to hear from you. You lot listen to me every week. Well, assuming you do. But I want to hear if you've got any weird, creepy facts or even fun and interesting ones. If you do, just drop me an email. I'd love to include some in my next video, or even comment in the section below. I promise you this isn't me craving human interaction. This is me craving human interaction. Anyway, here are my 5 weird and wonderful facts for you guys this week, and I hope you enjoy. Fact number 1. Now, back in the 60s, Disney had the very annoying problem of not being spooky enough. So to solve this, someone had the bright idea of going down to the UCLA Medical Center and buying a bunch of real skeletons, as you do. So between the 60s until, I guess, fake skeletons started to look a bit more realistic, the Pirates of the Caribbean ride was home to real skeletons. There's speculations that there are still some left over today. The Disney claims that they gave all the real skeletons proper burials. I don't know about you guys, but I just want to know how I can get my skeleton on the ride. Fact number 2. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard of Edgar Allan Poe, and if you haven't, you've definitely seen that Simpsons episode. But what a lot of people don't know is the mystery surrounding his death. Now, the author was found on the streets of Baltimore on the 3rd of October 1849. What was weird about it was that he was wearing someone else's clothes. He was in a pretty bad way, and then he died just 4 days later in hospital. He was never coherent enough to explain what had happened to him, and then apparently continued to shout the name Reynolds the night before his death. Now, there's no medical records, there's not even a death certificate, so there's just a ton of speculation about what could have caused his death, from cholera to heart disease to epilepsy and even suicide and murder. He was only 40 years old when he died. Fact number 3. Now, for all you horror fans out there, you will definitely be able to recognise this legendary sound effect that is from the Friday the 13th franchise, which is still as creepy as ever. But the eerie sound isn't just a bunch of random noises. The original composer, Harry Manfredini, took inspiration from one of the lines in the first film, which was, "Kill her, mommy." He took the words kill and ma and then distorted them into the tune that we know and fear today. Fact number 4. In 16th century China, there was a medical practice called mellification. And this was pretty much the very, very slow process of turning someone into a human piece of toffee. Yep. I research the nicest things. But what would happen is that someone would volunteer, whether that be an elderly person or someone who was very, very sick, and all they would consume would be honey. That's it. They would even bathe in it. Then once they died, that person would be put into a coffin and their body would be covered in honey. And as you know from my other videos, honey doesn't spawn and is a great preservative. That coffin then would be sealed for around a century or so, just the right amount of time. The body would then be taken down to the market and sold as an almost medical supplement. They used to believe it would heal broken bones. I don't know about you guys, but give me a broken bone any day. No. A very sick part of me wants to try it, okay? I said it. Fact number 5. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with the iconic puppet from the Saw franchise known as Billy. And if you're not, just count yourself lucky. However, that puppet was so precious to the filmmakers that they actually bought it a seat from Melbourne to Los Angeles so that it didn't get lost. Imagine boarding that flight and you're sat next to that creepy looking thing. To be fair though, right now, I'd probably take it. Well, these have been my 5 weird and wonderful facts. I really hope you've enjoyed them. And please do send me your facts. I'd love to hear from you because I'd love to include a couple in some upcoming videos. So please give me an email. Sounds a bit beggy now. Promise you I'm not begging. Just give me an email. And as always, I hope you're keeping safe and a little bit sane.